Well, hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We are looking at the development branch for the new DLC that is coming out in a couple of weeks. The DLC will be available on the 17th of November, I believe, and it is called Toxicity. So we've got this planet. I'm playing in a creative build, and if you haven't seen the previous videos, I'm just going to give you a little walk around and show you what is new in this update that dropped today. First thing is, there are new biomes. We'll go and have a look at them shortly. Also, a couple of very important things. Energy is no longer limited because of toxicity. Instead, some machines can't be built until a given purity level is reached. Turns out the old system was too complex, so they've done this to improve clarity. We also have purification as part of the terraformation process now. And if we hop into the toxicity or the purification interface, global planet purification's at 20%. Obviously, new things have come in, so now there's a whole bunch more that needs to be cleaned, and a few more areas, quite a few more areas. In terms of machine unlocks, it doesn't look like that is affected yet, so there's no purity or purification in this one. Power is just power, and the planet is still on the map. Good. I'm just going to quickly head over to the rocket and see if there's anything new over here. So if we hop in here, no, it doesn't look like anything's changed. There's a purification rocket, but I think that was there. And there's tungsten needed for that. This planet has tungsten, new resource. There's also a new toxic HUD chip. Let's see if we make it in here. Nope, not there. So in here, okay, well, we got tungsten rods in the T2 crafting station. That's odd. Not where I would have expected to find it. Oh, and of course, we need to head to this crafting station. And that is the one we're looking for, the T2 toxic area information. So we'll get that. And it has automatically added it. Now, apparently that is supposed to show us the nearest goo distance. There's been some changes in balancing to the crafting recipes. I'll not get into that, just to let you know that that has happened. They've added a number of toxic water, the amount of toxic water generated from a water surface when looking at it. Let's go and have a look and see. Well, I don't think there's any toxicity left in here. Nope. They fixed an issue with screens not displaying in multiplayer. Fixed the purification rocket, updating the pressure and not purification. So yeah, it was updating pressure before. Now it will update purification. Fixed the logistic selector window being too small for resources to be displayed. And then there was a multiplayer issue with purification of explosives not properly updating to the server. Apparently that's fixed. Fixed an issue with toxic area volume applied a few seconds even after the area is cleaned. I feel like this area got a little bit of love and got bigger. Trains and elevators now pause properly when you press escape. Improved goo mining, and players should not respawn anymore in the train after dying. Removed a system blocking the energy depending on purification level. Now constructions are blocked depending on the purity and terraforming value. And they've done various environmental fixes. But if we have a look at the map, there are new things. So if we head down over here, this is a new area. Now they did say multiple. I'm not going to show too much. I'm not sure if this has been opened yet, and I may want to check the cave. I think that might be new as well, that little platform up there. And from what I can see, unless there are any caves, yeah, that's about it. So let's hop on our trusty little train, our little maglev, and head across to the other side of the mountain. And we'll see what happens inside the caves. Okay, so we're coming into the first section. Doesn't look any different. Yeah, that looks pretty much the same. There's still no way to stop your train, I don't think. Hang on. Nope, still no way to stop your train. I think that looks about the same as it was before. This might be a bit new. I don't remember seeing this railing. This is the second area. Okay, not going any further. And we come out of the other side. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't see that on the map, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. That is huge. All right, should I push the button? Let's not push the button. Let's just see if it stops. It does. Great. It looks like there were horrible globs before, and they've been turned into this kind of new thing that has replaced those nasty-looking globs once you've terraformed a bit. Okay, so we're down at the bottom now. Our train is up there, and there's new flora here as well. Oh, this is pretty cool. For those who are looking for obsidian, yep, some lying on the ground over here. And I don't know if it's early game, mid game, but somewhere over this way, just over the hill, is this place. There's a lot of aluminium in there if you break down those solar panels. So yeah, there's that. And then, of course, there's that enormous structure. Let's go and have a look at that. Man, it does look pretty. You know, once you've cleaned up areas, it looks really nice. Okay, we've got some stuff happening. So I followed that rail line before, thinking that it would lead into a cave somewhere. Obviously, that's not the case because it's led us to here. And this place is infected. So I'm going to give myself a little tour of this area. Okay, I'm not going to go in, but wow, does that look amazing or what? That does look pretty impressive. And there's a lot of undeveloped area behind it. So you can fly straight in, and there's a stunning waterfall flowing in. There's various buildings. I think you could probably go up to that level. There's this rail line that comes in over here. And oh, there's a new area. That's a new biome down over that way. It looks like it's a massive dam wall. So, if we have a look at the map, we are looking at that from here. How did I not see that when I looked at the map? Anyway, so yeah, we're looking at that. It looks like a big dam wall and obviously water behind it that needs to be cleaned. This is going to be an interesting playthrough. And it looks like a couple of railway lines, maybe a train or two that could transport us. Don't see anything. And there's this building. What are these? Is this like a water extraction or... yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're doing some fracking down here, pumping stuff into the ground. And there's nothing beyond this at the moment. I mean, there's all this space, so I assume this area is going to be covered by something. But this does look absolutely amazing. And with a bit of jiggling and a very high-level jetpack, you can get up to the top, under the dish, maybe even in the dish, and have a look at this whole area. So there's a few biomes. That's the red mushrooms. There's some kind of a dam facility, possibly hydropower. There are pipes and stuff over there, and possibly pumps. Then there is that strange block. Okay, now that... yes, that's right. This was all cliffs coming across here in the last episode, because that little block is still there, and that was sort of in the side of the cliff. So this area is expanded out. And over there is a quarry, and that's where you'll find certain resources. This little spot might be new as well. So there's lots of new things, and the map is expanding. It's getting much bigger. And I assume that there are resources here as well, because there's a train, and we can get in it. Is there anything? No, there's nothing in here right now that we can grab. Well, there's a chest over here, but it's empty. And nothing further on. I suppose we could head down. Yep, nothing. So you could actually walk down this way without taking any damage. And some trains lying on their side that you cannot get into. And you can't even break the door down. And this one's open, but there's nothing in it. So the story on this one is going to be very interesting because there's obviously been some kind of a major catastrophe. These tracks that have collapsed, some of them aren't even here anymore. Maybe they'll be added. There's those trees that have been, they were obviously massive trees and they were just twisted off. And now the wood is rotting and mushrooms are growing out of it. And that little hill over there was where they were generating their power from through solar panels. But just like PlanetCraft always delivers, it's beautiful looking. It's absolutely stunning looking. I'm not sure if these are new kind of plants as well. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of animals come out of this place. Because I'm pretty sure they'll be new as well. Yeah, look at that. It almost looks carnivorous. Anyway, we head back up. And yeah, there's one of these flowery things. Before, these looked horrible. They looked like calcified blobs with little pockmarks in them. That has obviously been fixed. And it does make the cleaned up areas look a lot better. Right, so we head back. And I'm just going to pop into the caves. I'm not going to that dam section. We'll leave that for another time. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop off the train over here and see if anything looks very different. Not really. This all looks the same. Yeah, no changes here. Oh, look, we've got frogs. Cool. All right, back up. This all looks the same. Anything different over here? Nope, that's all closed off. So we head through this. Oh, hang on. Go through here. That just follows the line. And if we come around the corner and head over this way, this will take us to the other station. The track does a little windy, but there's the other station. Well, it's not really a station. I call it that, but it's just basically an access point into the cave. Honestly, I don't think I even came this far in the last one, so yeah, I don't think anything has changed here. Yeah, these are the blobs I was talking about, that once you purify it, becomes those sort of white flowery things, which does look a lot better than those. Yeah, lots of scraps that you can pick up, and yeah, just in case you weren't aware, you can actually deconstruct these metal scraps that are lying all over the place. That'll help you a lot. Yeah, I don't think anything more has been added to the caves area, so that is it. So I'm just going to follow the track out, and we can get into what will be the starting biome, I believe. And there's our train park back at the station. So I'm avoiding going out and looking too hard for the different ores. I know that aluminium is pretty rare here. So when I do my playthrough, I will be bearing that in mind and trying to head to the other side of the mountain as quickly as I can so that I can do all those valuable upgrades. But there you go, folks. Another good update. A couple of weeks left. I'm sure there'll be more updates. There'll be more added to the map. There might have been some things that I missed. Perhaps there are caves in other areas that I didn't find. I mean, anything's possible. But those will be nice surprises when I eventually play through. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're excited about this DLC, I think it's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!